I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. on the give. This is Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. It's Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Young. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Clock now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Forced out to his left. That's swung out to Mostert. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Block off a play action. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Young. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lock gonna throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Locke. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Locke. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They run with Mostert off the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Burrow looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Raiders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Check, 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 check. Choose the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on first down is Locke, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Locke. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield, here's Locke. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw it is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Young. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Raiders. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now Mostert off the read option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 5. Here's Burrow. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The tackle by Keelan Farrell. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 7 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Nifty move. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Oliver. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21. Raiders 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mike, two. Watch two. Watch two. Coming to you. Coming to you. Choose the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Block now to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, two. Mike, two. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, two. Watch two. Watch two. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill.
Block now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 41 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to keep this one. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Here is Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal will be 55 yards. Now Burrow. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. They juked him, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 28, Raiders 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Locke. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. I got it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the curl. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Locke. This is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. So this one's